right, moving on to our spotlight matchup. We are staying in the NFL. This game was obviously moved from Saturday to today. Who doesn't love a little Monday afternoon NFL action? By the way, this game's going to be at 2 p.m. for all the West Coasters, myself included. The Raiders are 6-7, 3-3 on the road, visiting the Browns, who are 7-6, 5-2 at home. Las Vegas, this line has flipped a few times. Vegas is now the favorite at -2.5, with the total sitting at 40.5. I don't even know what to make of this game because holy COVID outbreak, Batman. Yeah. As of Friday, Cleveland had 24 players on the COVID list, some of which include quarterback Baker Mayfield, head coach Kevin Stefanski, 2 assistant coaches, one of Cleveland's top wide receivers in Jarvis Landry, defensive end Clowney, and 40% of the Browns O-line are key. And to make matters worse, backup quarterback Case Keenum, who was going to step in for Mayfield, also tested positive on Thursday. And keep in mind, this is a team who is still eyeing the playoffs with a lot on the line this season. The Browns are just 1 game back from the Bengals and the Ravens in the AFC North. We found out this morning, per Adam Schefter, that the only player they will likely get back today is safety John Johnson. Arky, how in the world are you playing this one, my friend?
Well, with a prayer, really, because excuse me, this is a wild situation. So there's all the COVID positive test for the Browns, and then Baker Mayfield, because the NFL wouldn't move the games, got all nuts on Twitter and said, "Hey, this is basically garbage." So the NFL moves it to Monday night or Monday afternoon, as you mentioned, and they get back one player. One player was able to test out of the positive protocols for the Browns, and it's not the most important one, not the second or third or fourth or fifth most important guy on the team. It's a nice safety to be able to have, but this team is decimated with guys that are going to be out, and a bunch of those dudes were already hurt and banged up anyway. Kareem Hunt wasn't even going to be able to play. He's going to miss his 6th straight game. He tests positive. He's probably like, dude, I wasn't even going to play. I don't need to be on this list, for crying out loud. And it's a big deal. This number, if you've been paying attention to it last week to even today, it has swung wildly. Today, it swung 5.5 points. The Browns were 3. If you woke up this morning and made your bet, you probably looked at FanDuel and saw the Browns at -3. Well, now they're a 2.5-point underdog, thanks to the most recent events, and it makes all the sense in the world. I know the Raiders are going to be without Darren Waller again for the 3rd straight game, and that's a huge piece of the offense to miss. But he's been gone for the last 3 games, or this will be his 3rd game that he'll be out. That offense has still been able to hum pretty well without him. The Raiders get an extra day to get ready for this. Both of these 2 teams, despite everything, still very much in the playoff hunt right now, which is crazy to me that these 2 teams are still wildly in the playoff hunt. But yeah, I think if you look at Las Vegas, this team seems to be literally healthier. 10 starters are going to be off this Browns team. How do you make any other play other than the Raiders -2.5? How do you do it? Nick Mullins was a decent quarterback to come in to back up Jimmy Garoppolo a couple seasons ago. We haven't seen him, and he's the 3rd string quarterback for a reason. I don't know how you trust that. You have to go with the Raiders here.
I am right there with you. We are aligned on this one. For a little reference, the Raiders will enter this one having now dropped 5 of their last 6, including the pounding they took last weekend by division rival Kansas City, 48-9. They are also 1-5 against the spread in those 6 games. They have only had 1 win since October 24th, and that was in the OT thriller on Thanksgiving against the Cowboys, 36-33. That is wild to me. Yes, sorry about that. Sorry for the reminder. Let's not forget, though, they still have Derek Carr, who before this weekend was 2nd in passing. He's now in 4th at nearly 4,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. He has thrown for over 300 yards in 6 games. They also have the weapon that is Hunter Renfrow, who has 86 receptions for 877 yards on the season. That guy's a weapon, and don't let him get away from you because he will be off. The Browns, meanwhile, haven't been a whole lot better against the spread, having gone 0-4 in their last 4 and just 2-7 in their last 9. The Browns, however, are coming into this one off a win over the Ravens at home, 24-22. Contrary to the Raiders' style of play, Cleveland prefers keeping the ball on the ground and are currently 4th in rushing yards with 17 rushing touchdowns on the year. They also boast one of the best defenses, sitting in 4th in yards allowed per game at 321. Now about these totals of 40.5. Good luck there as you factor in, again, the players who will be out. Plus, this game will again be dealing with some colder temps in the mid to upper 30s. The Raiders have exceeded this total in 11 of 13 games, and the Browns have done it in 7. I don't know what else there is to say. With everything we know, the obvious thing to do here is to take the Raiders at -2.5. I would like to see the Browns win. I just don't see that being likely, and I'm not going to go anywhere near this total tonight.
Yeah, this has been a weird week in the NFL. I think the favorites are right now 6-5 against the spread, which is not a great week for them, but pretty nice for the sports books. But if you lose this bet and you take the Raiders -2.5, you live with it because it's the smart play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know we played it safe. We know we did what was likely, and if something changes, well, it'll just be a surprise.
Yeah.